Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this session we're going to be checking out the latest from Nintendo, the Nintendo Switch 2. There's been a lot of hype about it up until the release. That was a little bit ago. I'm going to start off with the unboxing here, which we did back in the UK. We picked it up on release date. But since then, had a chance to play with it, have a look if some of the reviews have been under or over critical. So we'll start off with the unboxing, we'll do some gameplay, and I'll be back with my final thoughts. Let's get into it. Alright, so let's start by having a look what's in the box. We've got the Nintendo Switch with the Mario Kart package, a Street Fighter game, micro SD card, make sure you get the EX version, and then also the carry case. I don't like breaking the box, I have to use a knife. It's like an outer shield inside, console box, left and right Joy-Cons, the Nintendo itself, underneath here we've got code for downloading Mario Kart. It's annoying that it doesn't come as the actual cartridge. Never mind. HDMI Ultra cable. Joy-Con wrist straps. And underneath you've got the bracket to fix the Joy-Cons to make it a controller. Nice docking station for it to go into the TV. A couple of USB ports on that side. Presumably HDMI on the back. Yep. HDMI, AC adapter, and a wired network LAN connection. UK plug, because we're filming in the UK. And USB-C cable for the plug. By the way, we didn't show Nintendog. Did you want to be in the video, Millie? Millie? Did you want to be in the video? No? Okay. Okay, now let's attach some bits together. I don't know if it's going to be powered up, ready to go. Hardware, very cool. The screen is right to the edge, unlike the previous editions. Coded blue to blue, and they're magnetic and they snap in. It's pretty cool. So your original Joy-Cons, I believe, will work with it, but obviously they're not going to snap into it. It's pretty cool how they go in, and it's very sturdy ones. When you don't expect them to kind of snap off easily, but they don't. Don't need to use the Joy-Con controllers, I don't think. I'm going to pop those back in the box, which is where they'll probably stay. Alright, let's see if it powers up, or if we need to charge it. It does. Of course, as with any Nintendo product, we've got some chilled, mellow music while you're setting it up. First things first, network connection, of course. I'll just pause the video there for a moment while we pop that in. Let's see if I manage to put in the password first time. Oh, I did, wow. System update. At least we get to continue while it's doing the system update in the background. We're in London. Well, not we're outside London, but we're in the UK at least. stand on the back looks pretty cool. What's it asking us to do here? While the system is updating in the background, I'm just going to attach the controllers to the bracket, whatever it's called. It's snapping really nice on it. It's really satisfying snap sound actually as that goes in. Very cool. So we do have a card and it goes in the bottom. Card. Just keep in mind you have to get the micro SD EX, so the cheaper 1 terabyte ones aren't going to work apparently, so we had to get this. It was the only size we could find. It was so annoying to try and get that open. In fact, I gave up and just ripped it out the back. And then presumably it shows you which way it goes in. This way. That's kind of bad design there. You'd expect that to have its own little thing, own little compartment with a lid. The only way to actually close that and cover it up would be to close the stand on the Switch. That's the first thing I've noticed, which isn't ideal, I would say. Starting with the QR code, so I have to just stop recording because I'm going to use my phone to do that. Alright, signed in, it's pretty easy. Saves you remembering your password if you've got it saved on your phone, as we have. Move this console and the source Nintendo Switch console together to receive the data. You know what, I don't even know if I need to or want to do that, because I haven't really played. I've got 5 Nintendo Switch ones, and the one that I've got here in the UK probably hasn't been played on that much, so let's just do it anyway so I can show you how that works. Alright, so we're back with the OLED Switch. You can see I was last playing Wonder Boy. Move the consoles together. Have done. Please do the following on the source Nintendo Switch console. Open the system menu, system settings, system. It says system transfer to Switch 2, which isn't there, so I'm guessing it needs a system update also. Don't you just love a system update? System transfer to Nintendo Switch 2. Excuse the noise in the background, it is the dog trying to be as noisy as possible while doing the video. Alright, both systems connected to AC power, and all it's doing is look at the difference in the screen size. Alright, so it's logged straight into the home screen, and it looks like the games that were downloaded on the OLED are now downloading on here. Do want to obviously add on the download for Mario Kart. Believe you have to go to the store to do that. Alright, so I had to verify on the old, well, not on the old Switch actually, but on my phone to verify the account. So featured Mario Kart World. I wonder if it just assumes you can put in a code. No, I can't remember where you enter a code. I'm guessing it's somewhere over here. Yeah, enter code. There we go. So apparently the product associated with this code is not available. While we're in here, let's have a look what else is available. Mario Kart World, Cyberpunk, Split Fiction, Welcome Tour.
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself.
Fun. New to Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Classics, Fortnite, Switch 2. Pretty sure Lily will want to play that when I get back. Street Fighter we got the card for. Madden. Donkey Kong Bonanza is a pre-order. So was Madden actually. Hogwarts Legacy. Bravely Default. Yakuza Director's Cut. Civilization, I'm probably going to get that actually. That looks pretty cool. Hitman. Deltarune, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Mario Party Jamboree, Kirby, No Man's Sky, Tony Hawk's pre-order, Pokemon Violet is a Switch 1 game, like Survival Kids for Switch 2. Yeah, I don't know what other games are. I really want to play Mario Kart, but can't get that to work at the moment, possibly because of the location of my eShop. I'm going to try and put the code in on my phone. Okay, so I actually figured out the problem after looking on Nintendo's online support. So I've bought this console in the UK. It comes with the download code for Mario Kart, which apparently is a UK download code only. You cannot redeem that on a system that's logged in to the eShop as a Nintendo America account. So I'm going to have to buy the game, unfortunately, so that we can play it. So I probably would have preferred to get the actual game card rather than paying this sort of money for a digital one, but I'm impatient and I don't want to wait till I'm back in the US, so we're going to go ahead and get it from here. Is the GameCube, all of the GameCube games should be available at launch, I think. I have hopefully got the controller coming for this. I ordered it weeks and weeks ago with the Nintendo Switch, but it didn't turn up. It says it's on back order. I don't know if anybody else has got the controller for this yet, but yeah, it does look pretty cool. So anyway, that should be downloading now. Yep, along with Mario Kart. So we did get a game that's got the more traditional card that comes with it. Hopefully this was bought in the UK today as well, so I'm hoping this plays on. It's a UK Nintendo Switch logged in as an American account. So as I've opened this, it's got a code on it as well, and a download is required. Even though I've got the card, I'm not even sure this is going to work. This might be a waste of £60 or whatever it was, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. So I've opened it now, so I won't be able to return it. So I must say I haven't had this trouble. I've got multiple Nintendo Switches, some of which were bought in the UK, others were bought in the US, and they work fine with my US account. So this is the first time I've had these issues. Maybe it's a Switch 2 thing. That needs a download as well, so I think we're about done. We'll have a beer while everything's finishing downloading. In fact, while that's downloading, let's just do a quick unboxing of this. This was actually a bargain, £14.99 for an official Nintendo case. Idea is, I will play the Nintendo Switch on the plane going back and forth between America and the UK, as I do quite a lot. So I'll transport it in this, then I'll get a docking station over in the US as well as here in the UK, so I don't have to cart that bit around. That's pretty cool. It seems pretty good quality for £15. I think you can go wrong with that. Definitely recommend. Alright, so I downloaded the GameCube games while Mario Kart and Street Fighter are still getting ready to download. It's interesting, you can play all US content on a UK Switch, but you can't play or download UK games that have been purchased in the UK on a UK Switch signed in as a US Nintendo account. Very annoying. I guess what I could do with the other Mario Kart would have been set up a UK account, but too late now. I've already paid another $86 for a digital download of Mario Kart, which is really annoying. So you've got 3 games on the GameCube classics here. F-Zero GX. I don't know why that's suddenly just gone off. I'm going to have a go on Soul Calibur 2. Wasn't a game I played on the GameCube much, but definitely played this a lot on the Dreamcast.
Transcending history and the world, a tale of souls and swords, eternally retold.
Okay, always. I was normally going to go some, but I think I'm going to go Link. I haven't played the GameCube version of this.
Versus Taki. Her shadow moves with stealth and disappears into darkness.
I'm through with words.
Battle 1. Fight.
No escape.
Knockout. You win. Battle 2. Fight.
I don't think it's just because the screen is really sharp compared to playing the GameCube on an older CRT screen at some point. Graphics do look a lot better.
Versus Yun Sung. Youth and passion combine to create a hardened warrior.
Back to game selection. I'm not going to try Zelda on here, it'll just take too long to get into, but I'll have a quick go on F-Zero GX. massive firstly that the graphics are really cool. They're definitely upscaled more than I recall on the GameCube. Anyway, speaking of upscaling, obviously a huge benefit of buying this is that you can take it around, play it on the plane, on your travels, wherever you are. But let's go plug it into the TV and hopefully Mario Kart's finished downloading. Alright, so we started out looking at Mario Kart, of course. Let's see how it plays. Alright, pick your characters and the connections.
Button mouse basically, press them to choose character.
Remove these. The other one.
Okay, why the orange?
Yeah.
I might be the penguin. Maybe the penguin. Oh, the mole. Maybe the mole. Hey.
Aye.
Any particular circuit?
Any?
What is it?
It's Far Away Oasis.
Dinosaur. Grrr.
I live like the dinosaur.
Dino Jungle. Start off easy.
You'll start recording and the time will start going off in the cupboard.
In the cupboard.
In the cupboard in the oven.
I've already started recording. It's been recording while you've been talking.
Why? Because if recorded, put it on.
I presume A is it, so yeah. Am I 11th? Wasn't even this many characters on the other one to be this far back. I think the mole was really slow.
No! I was doing so loud!
a bit close, though.
Why is it Mold really slow? You said Mold was really slow and then finished first.
Well, he seemed really slow at first. He's not really slow.
It was just pretending that Mold was slow in case he didn't know.
Yep, that's what it was. Exactly what I was doing. What's a rolling start?
Oh. How is everybody overtaking me?
I don't understand because I'm pressing really hard down and I just want to go very fast.
Yeah, neither am I. I was first a minute ago. And suddenly I'm... Oh, that was an But I just want to leave it. Maybe it's a car.
No, I think there's probably a button you can press first and put makes them go faster. But you need to know what buttons
If
are.
you get a mushroom
I'm just pressing A to accelerate.
and you can see a car,
But you're in second now, so I don't think you're going that slowly.
Wiki-hoo-hoo!
Uh-oh.
I like it when it plays that really cool music.
Where am I going?
I know where I'm going. I just know it's better myself.
Oh, I didn't like this up to you.
The button is really small on the Joy-Con. It does hurt your thumb after a while. Pro controller that's using is better.
I'm going the wrong way.
I know where I'm going. You come on, take it.
Do I want to shoot Lindsay? Oh, I should have used it because I got shot myself.
I lost it. Oh, it's going to shot me.
Ha ha!
You live.
I got you back!
No!
You're terrible.
I should have played the alpha male and just shot him.
No, you see, first time his car was shut slow, now he's pretending he was being chivalrous. But how weird, for an attention-seeking dog, we're now all doing something that doesn't involve them, which is fine.
Ooh, got a bit of cramp in my hand.
Me too. Oh, it's starting on water now.
See, look!
A couple of people went really fast off the mark there, and it's impossible. There's
You
no
have to-
way to go faster.
No, there is. You have to press this accelerate when it's like on 2. And if you jump, slide around the corner, it gets you like a power boost.
Jump, slide?
Yeah, so jump and slide.
I don't even know what button jump is.
L button on the back. Well, sorry, the right button on the back.
I've really messed this up.
Oh, that's been my first one. Jump.
Oh, what am I doing?
Missed the power up.
Oh, I don't like these cars. Wee-hoo.
Penguin.
Penguin. Oh, this is cool. This is chaotic.
Why do I keep jumping off my car? What am I supposed to be doing?
I'm doing it as well, so I'm gonna guess so.
I don't get hit by anything. He just suddenly jumps out of his car and turns around for no reason. That seems really good.
It's like perfect then.
It's the same as the old one. When you're in the lead, you don't get anything cool. You just get coins.
Wait, but what would you get cool? Because you go truck stuff.
Like a red shell to throw backwards.
Oh.
When you're in the front, you just keep on getting hit by stuff. Like that.
Yeah. Because maybe I have to try and stop them.
I wouldn't try to stop me.
Wow!
It would be really easy to win.
Not you.
Yep, so playing alpha male on this level.
Ooh, I get a dinosaur, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh man, you never took me.
Sorry. How are we going to arm down?
Last level coming up.
You just,
The dinner's ready.
literally just did me there.
What's your hands?
Last race. Well, we start again.
Oh.
That's now. I think the screen's a bit bright. I might need to change the settings. So it's supposed to be this bright. It's a bit washed out.
That's my coins for? Wow! Well, this is cool.
Oh, I just hit myself with a shell.
That was silly.
Oh, I couldn't get close enough to you.
Me?
Yeah.
This is pretty good, but it's not a million times better than the old one on the Switch one.
What's that do?
What do you guys think? It's like a sequel to the previous one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not really like night and day better.
I wouldn't pay extra for it.
It was $86 over the Pentagon. So Nintendo, it didn't work.
Oh, I fell! That's really messed me up.
See the final standings. Only just who's Shy Guy? You. Oh, I still beat you. Just only just though. Not bad considering you were claiming that you were really good at it.
You have to remove all the speaking and just put music on.
I can't remove all the speaking.
Oh, that's stupid.
I'm
Nobody
gonna
wants to hear
leave.
people having a
I'm
conversation.
gonna leave this bit in now. So, as you may have heard during the gameplay there in the background, we weren't kind of overwhelmed with the game in terms of it's a massive night and day difference versus the Mario Kart on the Switch. If I think back to when I got a Super Nintendo, the difference with Super Mario versus Mario, even Mario 3 on the NES was so huge, it was just mind-blowing at the time. This feels like a sequel as opposed to a next generation type game, but let's have a look at Street Fighter next.
I'll show you the power of my love.
Let us begin.
I'm not gonna lose.
And of course, first level here has got to be England, since we're playing it for the first time in England.
Don't underestimate me.
I want a rematch. Request rematch, yes. you sure you haven't played this before?
I'll show you how my stuff works.
Break my defense.
I did actually figure out here, I was playing with some weird funky new controls. I had to put the controls back in classic.
Let's get this mission started. Sonic boom. Sonic boom.
Gotta do this. Come on.
I'm not gonna lose.
As much as
Alright, so Tommy 4 goes to beat the girlfriend there, having figured out the classic controls. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. But what this game does show is the superior graphics that the Switch 2 has over the Switch 1. I don't think this game would have been possible. It stands up to the PS5 version, in my opinion. Okay, so let's have a look at another classic next, Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer.
Surely a game they could have done on the Switch 1, but great to see it on the Switch 2 anyway, and hopefully a sign of what's to come. I'm hoping we'll see games like Sega Rally and Tekken maybe released on the Switch 2. Okay, so next let's get back to Mario Kart. I want to show you some gameplay in full screen on this 4K UHD TV. Alright, so last bit of gameplay. Thanks for bearing with me on this one. This is going to be the longest video I think I've ever done, but there's a lot to talk about, there's a lot to go through doing the unboxing and the setup. One game I have been playing a hell of a lot since I've been back in the US on the Switch is Civilization. This is a fantastic game. If you like this kind of game and you think that playing it on previous consoles has maybe kind of held it back, that's not the case here. The graphics are fantastic, it's fluid, the controls are really well thought out, whether you're playing it on the Switch or on the TV here. Just a fantastic game. The only downside to it is the amount of time that this thing is going to consume. Awesome game, put in so many hours so far. Other than that, just really enjoying playing the Switch, the Switch 2. Kids have been playing it as well. We've been playing N64 games on it, Smash Brothers, some racing games that Emily downloaded. Of course, lots of Mario Kart World, the GameCube games, Splatoon 3. Lily's been playing some Fortnite. I've been playing some Street Fighter. Just a fantastic console. I'm really happy with it. Alright, so thanks for bearing with me on this video. Let's get into some summary thoughts on this review. So first of all, I am a Nintendo fanboy. I'll own up to that. So I was going to love this anyway, but is it fantastic? Is it next gen? I gotta say no. Does it need to be? Probably not. Switch 2 was an amazing console, the most popular Nintendo console in a long time. It didn't give me the wow factor going from Switch 1 to 2 that you would get, say, going from NES to Super Nintendo. However, I don't think it needed to be. It just needed that little bit of an upgrade. I played FIFA previously on the PS5 because I didn't enjoy it on the Switch 1. I guess that's the type of game, the more modern game, that you're going to find the Switch 2 is going to play better. Like Street Fighter 6, for example, it couldn't have been played on the Switch 1. But if you're expecting next gen, the Switch 2 may not be for you. There's nothing wrong with the Switch 1, of course. Mario Kart World, we looked at, it could have been a sequel on the Switch 1. I think it was originally planned as a sequel on the Switch 1. But overall, a fantastic game. And definitely a must-buy, as was Civilization, as was Street Fighter. There's a lot of cool titles on here. We haven't even scratched the surface in terms of things like Cyberpunk, for example. So super happy from a game perspective, lots more to come. From a hardware perspective, I think it's a really good quality item. No, the screen isn't OLED, so if you compare it to the OLED one as we did on the start of the video, you're going to see the OLED's a little bit sharper, but the Switch 2 is a better resolution. So, overall it does look better playing handheld on the Switch 2. It's when you get to the TV that the upscale comes. The older Switch 1s, games look better. Of course, games designed for Switch 2 are going to look a hell of a lot better too. So, hardware-wise, obviously the specification is much better. One little thing that I didn't like was where the memory card goes in. It's a bit flimsy. It felt like it needed a compartment or some kind of a cover. That's my other bugbear with the console. You're gonna download everything on this. Even games like Civilization that I bought the physical copy of, so I thought, it just came with a code. There's no game cart, you've got to download it. You're gonna chew up through the internal memory incredibly quickly. I bought a 256 gig card. I'm nearly through that. So Nintendo, you really should have put a terabyte storage in this thing and at least terabyte expansion cards. You're going to need it longer term. Other than that, I can't really fault this Nintendo product. Even down to little details like they've sold the docking station separately. I travel a lot. People are going to travel and play it as a portable console. But let's have a docking station over in the UK as well as one here, so we can transfer it between. I know a lot of the other YouTubers have gone for second docks. Maybe if you just got a big house and you don't want to cart it around between different TVs. I've also got the GameCube controller coming. I'm looking forward to even more games on the GameCube library. I really want to play the Zelda game on the GameCube. I never played that on GameCube, but there's a whole bunch of other GameCube games I'll be looking forward to play with that GameCube controller. So overall, it's a huge thumbs up from me. If you're a Nintendo fan, you have to get it anyway. If you didn't have the Switch 1 and you were more of a kind of Xbox, PlayStation guy, maybe now is the time to check out Nintendo with the specifications just being that little bit better. So yeah, huge thumbs up, go and get yourself one, and we'll see you on the next one. Happy gaming!